I've got to admit, I'm a little ambiguous on this moment that we're living in. This 1 year celebration of the beef that's been going on. Now, I haven't made a video yet. I may not. I don't really feel like I have anything to say, but that might change. But it's the 1 year anniversary of the Kendrick and Drake beef, and it's interesting. And I'm watching a lot of the videos that are being made by a lot of my colleagues, and I like them, and they're good, right? There's nothing wrong with them. There's also something kind of sad, which is that, those videos do numbers. And videos on other hip hop, on other rap questions, don't really. So if this whole thing was the battle for the soul of hip hop, like, did we win? Like, did we win? Did we? I know Kendrick beat Drake, but like, did hip hop beat bullshit? you know? That's the question. I apologize for swearing. I believe it was Wayno who on recent Culture United said the good shit and the bullshit. That's how he divided hip hop criticism, and it feels sometimes like the bullshit's winning. And when we talk about the battle again, that's the question. Is it the good shit or is it the bullshit? And on a personal level, I'm interested, right? Obviously, my channel has more than doubled since the beef started. Thank you all very much if you joined me for that. I appreciate it. I love it. It's great. The battle really did matter. But if you took, in the last couple months, the videos that I did on hip-hop, okay? The following videos: Ray Vaughn, amazing album. Skye, amazing. Mike, Westside Gunn, Black Milk with Fat Ray, Mexican OT with Sauce Walka, IDK, Nardo Wick, Rap Ferreira. I mean, super amazing albums, okay? Absolute top-flight rap albums. And you put all those views together, all those comments together, you're still about 10,000 short of my one video on Drake's Instagram post. All right? This is what you call a perverse incentive structure. And I don't blame you. I'm the same way. We're all the same way. We want the bullshit. We don't want the good shit. Not really. But the hope was that it might change. And I made a realization. I do love sports. Okay? I do love sports. And I love sports commentary. And Skip and Shannon were like my favorite things to watch. Like the NBA playoffs with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp were like my favorite things to watch. And then there's this whole thing happening. I'm like, wow, should I make a video about that? What am I going to do talking about Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless? I mean, maybe I could talk about Skip Bayless, but like, who wants me? Why? Why would I even think that? Why would that even happen? The question is, did this beef prove that hip hop wins, or did it just prove that hip hop commentary is now drama commentary with the side of hip hop? What do these perverse incentive structures say? What does well? Shitting on Drake and praising Kendrick, literally, uncritically. Do not, in your wildest dreams, put forth the idea that being a shill for Gatorade is anything other than a 4D chess move made by a master in complete in control of every single thing that he does and every single thing that he says, okay? You cannot even obliquely criticize Kendrick, and you must at all times put Drake on blast, and that way you have success. That's my despair. But what about that hope? What about the one exception? What about Doechii? What about Doechii? Who maybe all those nice names that I gave you, maybe the amazing albums that have come out over the past 12 months, including Schoolboy Q and Ab-Soul and Rap Ferreira, all these great artists. Maybe they just aren't ready to take the baton. Maybe they're just not ready to go forward. Maybe actually we needed somebody worthy of Kendrick's example. And all those people are worthy, but they're not exactly young. They're not young. So maybe that's what we needed. Maybe we needed Doechii. Maybe the battle had to happen for this unbelievable, spectacular rise of Doechii. Would Doechii have made it as big as she is now in a pre-beef world? I guess we'll never know. I don't know. I don't think so. But not because she's not great, but because we weren't great. Because we were still doped up on the stuff that kept us pacified instead of kept us electrified. We wanted to be pacified, and now we want to be electrified, and Doechii appears to be the perfect thing. So I gave you all my pessimism and all my kind of rap snob BS. Okay? Who's doing the bullshitting? Me or people who just want to watch drama? That's a good question. But that's Doechii. She is it. She is it. She is it. She actually is it. Whatever it is, whatever hype is, whatever excitement is, whatever all that is, that's her. And we're waiting. And we're waiting for her new album. And we're waiting and we're waiting. And she threw out that little song, Anxiety, that old song of hers, and it became a super big viral hit. And people still go to my video and comment on my video praising that song, saying that Anxiety is a bad song. Hey, get bumped. Why are you coming on my video praising an artist to say that the song's bad? Why are you putting money in my pocket to talk about Doechii, to tell me not to talk about Doechii? Keep your clicks. I don't want them. Keep your comments. I don't need that mess. It's not worth a quarter of 1/2 of 1/4 of 1/10 of 1 cent. Doechii is like this thing. And this song where she, and I am going to talk about a song, where she works on the song Egypt with Westside Gunn, I believe is the reward. It's our prize. It's our gift for this last year. Instead of talking about Euphoria or Family Matters, which I may do, I'm not saying it's beneath me. I'm saying I don't have anything to say yet about it. Okay, seriously, watch what Curtis King's done stuff and Justin Hunt's stuff. Everyone's doing stuff. It's great. It's all great. But like this song is like our reward. It's our little prize. It's our little, oh, so you loved hip hop before the battle? And the hip hop, or you just learned to love it during the battle and you return to it. It's like these two worlds coming together that is just screaming as loud as you possibly can. This is what the fuck we're fighting for. We're fighting for great artists working together, making important art that isn't important. Nothing they're saying is important. They're talking about clothes and pork chops, okay? That's not what's important. What's important is the excellence of the music, the excellence of the craft, the vision that is being done here, the representation of life experiences that they're bringing to the table, all the things that we love about hip-hop, okay? I came in the door, I said it before, I won't let the mic magnetize me no more. That's not a revolutionary song. He's not going to end racism or injustice by rapping. But he is going to make something really good that reminds you of why we love this craft, why we love this art so much. And what bringing these two things together does means that more engaging rap is just, it's getting a brighter shine. That's what the beef did. The victory is not that we like talking about Kendrick and that he keeps selling out Super Bowl stadiums. That's fine. That's fine. Okay? So I don't understand why pocket watching is good when someone's making a lot of money, but bad when, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird to me. I'm not going to celebrate Kendrick making a lot of money. I am going to celebrate his artistic success. Okay? They're different things. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Stop being preachy, Skye. Can't help it. Dad was a preacher. The real victory of this whole moment is that more engaging rap is getting a brighter shine. More engaging rap that makes you think, that makes you excited, that doesn't pacify you. Electrifying rap, whether it's political or not, engaging, electrifying rap is getting a brighter shine, is getting a spotlight, and it's being incarnated in the person of Doechii, who is insanely engaging, who shines amazingly bright, and she's getting the attention that she deserves. But why is this a prize? Because it's with Westside Gunn. Now, if you've been, like me, paying a lot of attention to rap over the past 6 years, however long I've done this channel, Westside Gunn has done nothing but produce and make, not the same thing, right? He's a producer. He helps people to make amazing rap music constantly. He is constantly coordinating and creating amazing rap music, finding artists and working with artists, or not even like finding them, but like figuring out how to help them make their best work. It's like so many things pass through him. He's like a train station. He's like Grand Central Station. And just an artist just comes through and he just helps them be their best self and produce and figure out how to make money and how to be artists full time. He's like this amazing visionary while also being a fairly interesting artist himself. And if you've been paying attention, you haven't been saying, rap sucks now. It used to be good. Thanks to Kendrick, it's good now. Because you've been listening to what Griselda's been doing. You've been listening to Makami. You've been listening to Rome Streets. You've been listening to all this stuff that's been just as good as it ever was, but it was just underground. So this steady, amazing brilliance of Westside Gunn is right there. And that's what's represented by this song getting this shine. And then the rising, improving mainstream. Mainstream rap is improving because of the beef. And we see that in Doechii. She didn't improve. The mainstream, the fact that she's mainstream shows that. And it's this wonderful mixing of these things. Maybe for some people who are not new, but who are reminded of the greatness of hip hop, who perhaps forgot after the Drake era, like Doechii fans, like super Doechii fans. They are maybe put on game. They are maybe made aware. Maybe they sort of knew Westside Gunn. They saw the SpongeBob meme. They sort of knew that he said, do, 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 do. They might say, that's not for me. That's not for me. I'm not interested in that crack stuff. She is telling them, hey, listen. You got to listen to this. If you like me, you got to like this. And at the same time, Westside Gunn is doing that for Doechii. He's saying she's real. He's saying she gets it. You know what? Like, she gets it so much that she comes into his sandbox and she plays his game. And some of you might be saying that she's an industry plant. Get bumped, first of all. Get bumped, all the way bumped if you say she's an industry plant. But even if she is an industry plant, whatever that is that you say, she's got the cosign from Westside Gunn. So it's this amazing cosign of each other that helps to build and make hip-hop stronger and make rap music stronger, helps give more shine to engaging hip-hop. That's what this is. It's the prize. It's the reward for all of us who are reminded to love it and those of us who've been loving it all along. What a gift. It doesn't hurt that it's a great song produced by CG. Whew, man, this guy's on a roll. He produced Health Science, Bury Me with a Stove off of 12 by Westside Gunn. He produced Marie off of Pray for Haiti. He does a lot of great stuff with Estenac. I have to be honest, there's so many great producers. One of the things that Westside Gunn does, and you'll see the vinyl back there, my favorite Westside Gunn album, Hitler Wears Hermes, Side A, 8. Side A, that's my favorite. I love it. He just finds all these producers and just puts them on, and they just do all this amazing stuff. And they just keep adding on to the pile of great producers whose names you recognize, from Nicholas Craven and Derringer and Daniel Flair and Conductor Williams, and just I'm forgetting a bunch of them. And it's not like he made them, but he has helped to create this underground hip-hop space where these producers who make interesting stuff that's not just goddamn trap beats with octaves on keyboards have a place to play. And CG is one of those guys. And it's another name now. Another name where when I look through and I see all the list of producers, I'll go, oh, cool, CG. Another. This sample, it's insane. He's doing like a Jay Dilla style sample where he takes one song and takes different parts of it and merges them together so it sounds cohesive but kind of janky. The song is called My Garden of Eden by the Entertainers 4. I'm not sample snitching. That's on whosampled.com, so it's not me. I'm not sample snitching. Please don't come after me, Nicholas Craven. But this is the first time this song has ever been sampled. It's the first time that the band has ever been sampled. So let's get into the song. We have the intro with Ebro, the Apple Music interview, where she declares that she loves MF Doom and Westside Gunn. Saying that you love MF Doom is sort of like, okay, fine, he's a legend, he recently passed, that all makes sense. But to say Westside Gunn is kind of putting herself out there. And it's beautiful because this song that samples that, this wasn't done on purpose. This wasn't a setup. Apparently Westside Gunn recorded all the tracks for this album like in one day. So he just throws on this sample, and Westside Gunn's a great rapper. He does great hooks, but also sometimes he will sometimes phone it in. He will, because he records so much, he records so quickly, and he's a lot like Kanye West in the way that he's not particularly good at anything, but he's so good at so many things, and he's so good at coordinating and finding people to work with that's his genius. And he is a genius. It's just complicated. But his verses here are great. I was just chilling, but the tennis still dancing. I don't know what that means. I don't have to know what that means. I don't understand crack rap. Skye dropped 40. I was courtside, handsome. Beautiful. Awesome. Talking about the SGA, who's on Oklahoma City, not on the Cavaliers. I think I misspoke and said he was on the Cavaliers in a previous video. Y'all told me. It's okay. I look forward to the Celtics absolutely destroying the Thunder in the final in a couple of weeks. 4-game sweep. I called it here first. Skip. I'm getting my Skip and Shannon. I'm not effing N-word. Obviously, I'm not going to say it. Like he says later, and I love that. That's the energy. That's the expression that he's saying. Is this important? Yes, it is important. It's important that we have rappers calling themselves the F and just like declaring who they are, super strong in a way that's catchy and memorable and cool and improvised, but also well thought out. I'm on my own dick, Ritz-Carlton, Egypt. I'm getting homesick. Talking about how he's traveling, that's how it goes. And then there's a chorus, okay? So in the chorus, this R&B singer comes on and she goes, "Ooh, I'm in Egypt. Ooh, I'm in Egypt. Egypt is my home for now. Mm-mm. Ooh, I am in Egypt. Egypt is so lovely. How you like to see me now." There's no chorus. There's no hook. Rap. Rap, rap. You done with your chorus? Rap. That's what happened. No chorus. Straight hip hop. Straight rap. I just improvised that chorus, by the way. It's pretty good. Someone want to put that in? Someone want to put that in? Make the Professor Skye remix? Put in that chorus? Help me ruin Egypt. You're gonna have to auto-tune that thing. No chorus. Go straight into Doechii, understanding the assignment. Oh, I'm with Westside Gunn. Because that's what she does. That's what he does. And it's fun. And it's this perfect mixture of the Doechii positive rapping and the Westside Gunn ridiculous flexing rapping. Nobody flexes in a more ridiculous, absurd, beautiful way than Westside Gunn. Roberto Cavalli, see my nipples through my shirt. My Daisy Dukes probably drag a through the dirt. God damn, that's awesome. Right? It's that body positive sexuality, owning her sexuality, using her sexuality, but not selling herself. It's not an exchange value sex thing. It's just like, she's just badass. She's just saying, I'm badass. I'm badass. That's what she understands the assignment. Snuck up on his mama, hit the where it hurts. Smith West on the Glock, double C's on the purse. Talking about Chanel and the name brands, embroidered bed sheets, 500 thread count. Almost choked on my grills, trying to eat the lamb chop. Everybody, I gotta go away for a while. You can't even see me down here, okay? So I gotta stretch out my leg because my leg falls asleep. Talking about lamb chops and grills and getting stuck, that is understanding what Westside Gunn does as well as anybody else in the world. That's understanding it right there. That's how you do it. That's how you write a verse and you understand who it is. This is not a MF Doom style verse. This is a Westside Gunn style verse. Outrageous flexing of wealth that doesn't make any sense. That's absurd. That goes beyond the points of comprehensibility. Almost choked on my grills trying to eat a lamb chop. It's awesome. Came out the mud, same color as a Tootsie, always very conscious of the colorism in the music game and in popular culture and her place in that. You ain't the boss, you a P-word. I done snuck up to the top because they mistook me for a rookie, and now I'm that F and B word, and you know it, right? She's taking what he did, but then she's turning it into a female expression, you know? Jeez, that sounds awkward. But it's just like this awesome way. She just totally gets it and matches the song. And if you love Doechii and you hear the song, you hear Westside Gunn, you go, awesome, man. I sort of knew who Westside Gunn was, but I'm going to check it out. What should I check out? You can listen to his album 12. It came out a month ago. It's awesome. Watch that. Watch my review. You can check out that. Dude's released like 50,000 albums. He does have one bad one though. Whew. What was that even called? Like, And Then the Sun Shined? Ooh. There's one with a drawing on the cover done by a child. Don't listen to that one. That one's not very good. But the rest of his stuff is absolutely amazing. In closing, I just want to talk about how heartwarming this whole thing is, because Westside Gunn, if you follow him on Instagram, you follow him on Twitter. Actually, I'm not on Twitter. If you follow him on Instagram, he's an insecure guy. He will come after you. Like, if you so much, he'd probably come after me for saying that about the Sunshine album. He'd block me and write 1,000 things and talk about how I'm broke and all that stuff, right? But his Instagram post about this collaboration is so heartwarming. I'm going to quote it here. "I want to thank Doechii for this body bag. She's always given me my flowers, and I'm forever grateful and humble. You didn't have to bless me like this, fresh from the Grammy win. I really love this record. It's fun. GFXR times TDE. I also want to say she bodied this the same day she heard the record last week. A true MC, and she deserves everything she got. Let's keep pushing art and culture, and let's push this to the masses." If hip-hop won, if the battle was for something, then this song is going to succeed. Maybe we're not at the point yet where y'all can make Ray Vaughn a #1 album, which it should be. The Good, the Bad, the Dollar Menu should be a platinum album. If we were back in the 90s, maybe it would be. I don't know. But at the very least, we can have this. Let's keep pushing art and culture, and let's push this to the masses. All right. That's my video. Allez l'OM.